Happy New Year, and we are officially in 2023. In the spirit of the holiday season, which is a memorable part of the year and a time to reminisce, we are going to talk about how memories are created. To do that, we need to classify the different types of memories. There are two types of memory: declarative or conscious memory, and procedural or non-declarative memory. To help differentiate between the two, let's use an example. Suppose you're in a brain bee and it's your turn. You are asked to describe acetylcholine. You remember that acetylcholine is an important neurotransmitter for the parasympathetic nervous system. That is an example of a declarative memory. Your ability to remember how to move your lips and tongue to speak is a procedural memory. Procedural memory includes learned habits or behavior and is a long-term memory. A mnemonic for remembering is procedural memory is remembering the procedure or how you do something. Declarative memory, on the other hand, is remembering everyday facts. A trick for remembering is that declarative memory can be declared or said out loud. We can further break down these two types of memory into subtypes, and let me know if you guys want to know more about that. If so, post a comment and I'll write a blog about working, semantic, and episodic memory. For now, let's move on to the storage process. Memory is stored through changes in the synaptic connection and by decreasing or increasing the strength of it. Long-term changes occur through two processes in the hippocampus and cortex. These processes are long-term potentiation and long-term depression. I mentioned these in my video about synaptic transmission, so if you haven't seen that, I recommend you watch it just to increase your understanding of nerve cells, since it's fundamental to everything else we'll discuss on the channel. As a quick review, long-term potentiation is when the connections between two neurons are strengthened through repeated use. Long-term depression is a decrease in that strength through no use. This is why memory changes over time. For example, when you heard the word movie when you were younger, you thought of popcorn, but now you imagine a scene from your favorite movie. When a synaptic connection is repeatedly used, it becomes a long-term memory. Before we end this neuroscience video, let's discuss a common phenomenon that affects all of us in some capacity: forgetting. We've discussed this can occur through long-term depression, but why? The two theories for why we forget that I will discuss are decaying theory and interfering theory. Decaying theory is the idea that if the memory isn't repeated, it will fade. Interfering theory believes that as the brain receives new information, it forgets the old info. It's replacing the information. So, as I leave you today, I ask you, what do you think? Which theory is better? Or do you think there's another reason? Comment down below, and I wish you all a Happy New Year.